a salesman or you don't want to be in sales, then you're going to hire someone who is in sales, somebody to do that job that you don't want to do. Or it could be, be someone who, that you don't know how to do. It could just come down to the marketing. It could come down to where to get the signs, where to hire the photographers. Obviously, this is all on the marketing, and once the house actually sells, then you have to close. So you have the closing process, the title process, all these different legal things. Yeah, some people think, well, I'll just hire an attorney to do that part. That's a whole nother conversation. Attorneys work hourly. You can pay them to do that. That's fine. A lot of the times you probably end up spending the same amount as you would on a real estate agent's commission anyways. The real estate agent not only helps you with the closing and the title part, working alongside with lenders and title companies and township municipalities and all of that. But obviously they will help you with actually getting the house marketed and sold for the most amount of money. Some people just don't know how to do that. Some people know, but they don't feel that they know how to do it well enough to make it worth their time or their money. Again, going back to those two things that people value the most, time and money. Money you can get back, time you cannot. Putting a for sale by owner sign in front of your house, for example, and leaving it up there for 3 months or longer before you call a real estate agent, like 98% of people who put those signs up, 98% of the time, eventually they call a real estate agent and say, hey, I've had this sign up, it's not working. Can you come tell me what you can do for me to find this result that I really want, which is to sell the house so that I can move. That's 3 months those people aren't going to get back. Some people realize that. They'd rather save the 3 months and hire the right person for the job. Again, it just comes down to a level of expertise. You hire a real estate agent to sell your house for you. We make those phone calls. That's one of the things that we do. And again, just talking about my business specifically, we talk to those angry neighbors, those people who are mad that you called them that didn't want to answer the phone. That's what you hire us to do. You don't want to do that yourself, most likely. That's why we're here, and I feel like even though it's uncomfortable for us sometimes, that's really what it takes. And it's not always uncomfortable because I talk to a lot of people who are really interested in having the conversation about, again, their most important investment. If their bank stopped sending them their bank statements and telling them how much money they had available or what their retirement accounts were worth, they'd be pretty mad at their bank. So why aren't people mad at their real estate agents for not calling them and letting them know what's going on with the market? They should be. You should know what's going on with the market. I was in my house for years before I got into real estate and just assumed that I would never get out of it what was going to be worth, making it worthwhile for us to sell it and move on to the next house. It wasn't until I got into real estate that I learned financially and just logistically all the different ways that we can make that happen, and obviously now we're not in the house anymore. And I talk to other people all the time that are the same way. Not everybody, just because they bought a house, knows what to do to sell it. Not everybody knows or thinks or wants to just call the real estate agent that they worked with or that was involved when they bought the house. Some people know where to find a real estate agent, but again, it's just another thing to add to their to-do list. It's time. The information is available. You can look up real estate agents online. People can find it. The internet makes it super convenient. Zillow, Realtor.com, all these websites. But is that really the most convenient way? Because what takes longer, if you want to know what your house is worth, what houses are selling for in your neighborhood, what takes longer to go look out the window, find your neighbor's address on the house, because you probably don't know it off by heart. Type it in online, look it up, filter through, the first couple search results to actually find information about what the house was listed for, what it sold for. Some of that information may not even be updated for days or even weeks in certain cases, depending on what websites you're looking for. So is it really more convenient? Are you really giving up more time to do that rather than, hey, your phone rings and it's Brian, your new real estate agent, telling you, hey, just giving you a heads up, not sure if you're familiar or not, but the house across the street, I just had this conversation today. I had this conversation with 20 people. 2 of them had results that stand out. Hey, the house across the street from you sold. I'm not sure if you've even seen it go on the market. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, The brown brick across the street, it was listed at $225,000. It sold in 4 days on the market with multiple offers. That house actually sold for over the asking price. How do you feel about that? And different opinions, but I had one person say, it's funny that you called. We're getting ready to sell our house. We've been talking about it. We haven't hired any agents yet. We know a couple. We're not sure really what we want to do. We've kind of been dragging our feet, but it's funny that you called because we'd love to hear what you can do to help us sell our house. I had that conversation today with somebody. That actually happened. I'm meeting with them next Tuesday afternoon, I think. It's in my calendar, obviously, to talk with them, and I'm going to send them some more information in the meantime to better educate them and inform them on what their house is worth, what we can do to get it sold, what's involved with the process, how long it takes, all these things that some salespeople, some agents just assume people already know and that they'll call us. That lady would have never called me, and it might have been weeks before she found her way onto Google or whatever she was going to do to find another agent who might not have even been the best agent, because they might not have been an agent who's going to pick up the phone call and do the same thing I was doing today and call other people to try to find to help her find a buyer for her house. So it is what it is. How does it get more convenient than that? All she did was pick up the phone and bam, now we have an appointment next Tuesday. She didn't have to go online. She didn't have to Google anything. I'm going to send the information right to her. She'll open an email, and then I'll print it out and I'll take it and I'll hand deliver it to her, and we'll talk about it for 30 or 45 minutes, sign some paperwork, and I'll get a sign in their yard when they're ready, and the whole process from there. Obviously, it's more than just putting the sign in the yard. We could go into that all day long. That's what some agents think that it's all about. So again, what really takes longer, if you value your time, does it take longer to get on the computer and look all that stuff up? Or should us as real estate agents, again, just using my business as an example, should we be doing more to make that information readily available to people without making them feel like they have to come to us? That's my opinion of it. Again, I think it's a complete exchange between money, time, value, and I think all sales, starting right up from the initial contact, whether it's on the phone, door to door, whether they call me, they email me, come find my website, whatever the case may be, Facebook Messenger, obviously a great way to get a hold of me on here. I had someone schedule a showing appointment for my listing in Westview last week. They went on the Facebook page, scheduled an appointment, and so we're still working on that with them, but easiest way to do it. I mean, I make it as easy as possible so that you can come to me, but if you're not going to come to me, I'm going to come to you, because I can't help you if I don't know you, or more importantly, if you don't know me. So I'm going to do whatever it takes, and obviously I can't help my clients if people don't know about them, people don't know about their house, or they don't know about me. Whatever I have to do to put myself and my business and my clients' product, which is their homes that they want to sell, which they've hired me as a salesman to do. So I'm going to do by any means necessary, any way possible, to go ahead and do that for them. So listen, if you're on the live stream, thank you for jumping